Dagon, Hierophant, references tradition, authority, religion, commandment, code of honor, duty, history, the past, weight of precedent, priest, minister, church, temple, morality, confession. So you're spiritually either getting assistance from those types of organizations or people, priest, ministers, church, temple, and I feel like this is kind of your spiritual side, Pisces. That's kind of like your like ultimate self with a combination of shadow and light, the moon, illusions and stuff that you can understand how it's good for people. Traditions from the age of Pisces, like you know what's up with that. Morality, confession, stuff like that. Well, the love without judgment, kind of almost. But there is potential for manipulating those and using that against them. So be careful of that. But I spiritually, I think you're just being more in tune with knowing who you are and what Pisces means to you. And it's like trying to keep it balanced. Pisces are good at balancing the dark and the light. They got two fish. They're good at it. Just like Gemini's kind of good at it as well. They got two sides. They're kind of just naturals when it comes to balancing the dark and the light. So I think you're just being the authentic, true to yourself, who you are. Nine of Wands, intellectual references, unshakable strength, obstacles overcome, determination, resolve, steady force, recovery from sickness, iron will. So intellectually, you and Aquarius are kind of on the intellectual part doing the work, or at least you think you are, referencing the balance between shadow and light, receiving and assisting with the transfer of energies. So I think intellectually you're thinking about how you connect with others and how they connect with you, or how the universe connects and how you connect with the universe, or how things work for you and how you work for things. Of equal balance of transfer of making sure. So you're thinking of your thoughts are focused on the balance of things, making sure things are fair. As a thought, or the Fool in reverse, references cruel, credulity, heedlessness, folly, inability to adapt, blindness, good advice ignored, meaningless talk, impulsiveness, rashness, danger ahead. So physical aspect of your life, finances, home life, you just like don't care. You're like whatever. Because your mind thinks it knows one thing, but maybe you're fooling yourself. You also are getting maybe social influences that are affecting it, making you like, nah, I'm just gonna keep doing me. I don't care. I don't care how it looks or what people think. So you might have physical, like your body might have issues, or you need to go out and you're not doing it, or you're not working, or you're not caring of how to get more, or you're in doubt or depression about it. Maybe a combination of all things that are in correlation with the physical aspect of your life. And when I say physical, that could be home life, it could be money, it could be your body, it could be contact, physical contact. You just want to listen to the music and jam and have a good time. You don't care how it might look. Eight of Wands is reference to sudden force, swift action, movement, need for haste, important communication, revelation, cause for hope. This is where the conflict is. So socially, you're having you don't care, but socially people do care, and they feel like your tower of who you are is not complete, or it's been through some trauma and some destruction and needs some help. These wands are conflicting, like one this way, one that way. It's a crossroads. It's a cross of energy. It's a cross of paths merging or trying to merge, and they're not. They're in conflict. Socially, your life is not. You're kind of like whatever, and they're like, "What do you mean whatever? Don't you know you need to do this? Don't you need that kind of stuff?" So socially, they're just all over you, and there's just it's not a fight, right? Because you're like, I don't care. It's a fight, and they're like, well, they're not trying to fight with you; they're trying to help you, but you're like, I don't want your help. So deep one and bride, lovers references love, relationship, marriage, commitment, heartfelt pledge, union, amorous feeling, shared affection, loving partner, soulmate, trust, devotion. So, you might have a Beauty and Beast kind of circumstance, and that also may be part of what's going on down here. But you're like, I know who I am and I know who I love. And, so what if he's a salamander, reptile looking dude? Spiritually, not physically. Maybe physically, I don't know. Or it might be you that's the reptile. I don't know. What I do know is that your emotion and your heart and your mind and your spirit, regardless of what's going on down here, because this too shall pass and last forever, right? You're just like, whatever. So I don't think this is a permanent or down here, this full in the physical. I think you're by next year, things will look a lot better. And you know that. So that's why you're like, whatever. I'm going to keep doing me. And people are like, what do you mean? You got to do this, you got to do that. And you're like, no, I don't. I know what I got to do. Follow my heart. That's what you got to do. Raziel, Angel of Mysteries, the Keeper, the Speaker of Truth. All knowledge is pressed within the binding of his book. Raziel stands at the foot of the tree of life and observes all of creation, ever the diligent witness, forever transcribing the whole of creation. The book is passed to Enoch through his journey into the tree of life. There are some things we simply cannot know, such is the precious narrative of life. We can know the parts of the play, but not the story's end. Secrets and hidden endings keep the performance alight and dancing through the universe. Raziel, wrapped on high, our ever-present observer. We dream and fill Raziel's book of mysteries. Our breath turns its pages, exhale. This is a reference to a book, a mask, codes. I think it directly references with the social aspect of yourself and how everybody thinks doesn't understand the mystery that you understand, because you're a water sign and we understand mysteries better than most people. So I'm not a Pisces, but I'm a Cancer, so we're water, right? Waters, we know the mysteries of things. We understand them, but when we understand them, it's like a riddle to those who don't understand it, and the way we try to communicate it. The Exile, Forsaken Soldier. The Exile is a lost, broken figure haunted by dim memories of former victories. Once he was glorious, supreme commander, a leader of soldiers, and feared warlord. Now he is a rootless wanderer, unable to fully grasp who he was, and unable to understand what he could become. The Exile represents someone who has failed in spite of their cleverness, skills, or strategic abilities, and who cannot understand why they have failed. It is a sign that the answers one seeks cannot be found within oneself unless one accepts the reality of one's situation. In reference to strategy, failure, trauma. So that might be why you have the Fool down here in reverse, because of trauma or your failure or strategy not working out for you. And you're like, whatever, these people don't know. Telling me what's up probably won't work for me. You see what I'm saying? So you plus there's a correlation with past life here with this card. That you might want to go get a quantum healing, past life regression stuff. Look into it. It'll help understand what's going on, even though you deeply know, but you don't know, kind of thing. All you know how to do is continue the balance and peace and love, in the spiritual hierophant, even if you have to lie about things. Pisces, you tend to do that from time to time. It's all right. You're not blunt. You're bold. Or bold like me, Cancer. Crabby. You're more of coming from a place of compassion, love, and a lie, white lie, you call it, right? Even though it might be a dark lie, you just don't know it. But because it's coming from your heart, you think it's a white lie. But it's okay. You're doing what you can. Strength. Your true strength comes not from self-reliance alone, but from a sincere faith in a higher power. The strength to accomplish even the most daunting task is yours at this time. You can connect with and channel the power of the universe. The strength card indicates that your ideas are being tested and refined, and your relationships are being deepened. No matter what happens, nothing can move you off the course of evolution. As the potency of your connections become more obvious, you're able to harness the creative energies that are available to you. Have courage and dive in, for magic is in the process of finding a form to take. When you remember that real strength comes from a combination of your efforts and reliance on a higher power working through you, all is possible. You can do anything now. When you see the strength card reversed, pay particular attention to your health, for this indicates that your body, mind, and spirit need strengthening at this time. Exercise, rest, and proper nutrition are necessary to keep you in balance. Don't deplete yourself through overwork, as now is the time for building your stamina. Perhaps you feel the bonds weakening in a relationship. If they are in danger of being broken, they may need repair. Attend to them before the burden gets too heavy. Be strong, face the reality of your relationship at this time, and give it your attention, for any fragile threads may give way. Let go of whatever robs you or your life force, and trust that something better will take its place. So, I think this card says enough. You understand. You know what's up. Hi there, Pisces. This is your 5 aspects of yourself reading for November 2021. Pisces, November 2021. Spiritual aspect of yourself is death. Intellectual is 4 of Wands. Physical is 9 of Discs. Social is Knave of Wands. And emotional is 10 of Swords. Angel Maria message for Pisces, November of 2021. Benign, left eye knowledge. Mausoleum message for Pisces, November of 2021. Abaddon, Overlord of the Abyss. Enchanted map message for Pisces, November of 2021. Slow and steady.